And I'm here with a message for the collective, for a specific group of people that this message is for. It is for you and it is for you only. If it is not seeming like it's for you, do not take what does not fit. Maybe a previous message is for you, so I advise you go and check those out. I haven't been back on here doing this for long. Last week was the first week that I've been back on here. So, um, yeah. But for those that this message is for, um, this group of people are very thankful right now. You may have recently, in the recent past, been praying more. You've been strengthening your ability to pray and to be thankful, to your highest power, the creator, God, source, your highest self, whatever resonates with you. Maybe there was a period of time where you kind of disconnected from what source had to say to you. Certain downloads, certain intuitive messages, due to again just being disconnected, not or not as connected to your, what's the term that I want to use? Not as connected to your source. Not as connected to that which guides you, that which protects you, that which loves you. um your ancestors, maybe some of you all used to have an altar, but you took it down or you moved and you never put it back up. It's still in a box in the garage somewhere. However, I see and I feel that even if that is the case, now at this point in time, you have reconnected again with spirit. If the camera is shaking, I do apologize. But you've reconnected to spirit, you've reconnected to your ancestral guides, your spirit guides, your highest self. You hear so much more clearly. And again, thank you so much, Leonardo. And again, hey sis, how are you? Cause I'm beautiful. How are you? Um, you have reconnected. You've reconnected. You hear yourself so much clearly. I think in a previous message, not the last one, but the very first one, I remember, I don't know. I can't even. It flicked into my mind, but it's gone again. But I do feel like this is for those that have really leaned into themselves, really taken time to relearn themselves. Some of you all have spent a lot of time in silence. Maybe some of you all have done digital detoxes. You have decided that once a week you will not be on your phone. You'll put your phone on D&D. You're not scrolling on TikTok. You may have deactivated your social profiles, things of that nature, in order to be able to hear your voice more. Because when we are bombarded with the voices of others, even mundanely, even if it's just scrolling TikTok, that's a lot of energy. That is a lot of different voices, a lot of different opinions, a lot of different life experiences that we are engaging in such short periods of time. And it can cloud our own perspectives, our own mind, our own inner voice. So I feel like this is for a group that has really gone within and learn how to connect with spirit all over again. Some of you all can speak to trees, some of you all can speak to birds, some of you all are really connected with nature. Some of you all feel, if you're more clear, sentient, I believe, is like when you feel things, you feel the energy, especially when you're out in nature. Okay. So at any rate, that this is just I'm going into who this message is for. Okay. Um so now that we've gotten that out the way, you are becoming someone completely new because of all of this work that you've been doing, because of your ability to express your appreciation and gratitude for all that is and for all that you are, because you have been recognizing the own divinity within yourself. You are transforming and transforming quickly. I mean, like, it's, yes, quantum jumping, quantum leaping, whatever you want to call it, but this is very rapid changes in a very short period of time. When you're looking in the mirror, you see that you are looking different. When you your body feels different. Maybe some of you all have experienced joint pain and different things, but you no longer feel that anymore. Your voice is changing. The way that you connect with others is changing. Your ability to make money or just, excuse me, connect certain dots is rapidly changing. The version of yourself that you have always wanted to be, that you've always desired to be, you're becoming that and so much more in such a short period of time. Um and I really feel like it's because of your ability to, again, lean on some sort of higher power, something inside of yourself, because nothing is outside of ourselves, right? So we can lean on a higher power, God, source, but just know that you are that as well. There is no difference between you and an angel. There's no difference between you and your ancestor. There's no difference between you and God. There's no difference between any of these outside forces. They're all within you already. Okay, so I feel like you are literally becoming a reflection of that, like the Bible says. We were made in God's image. Okay, like Erica Badu says, if we were made in his image, then call us by our names. We are literally that. So it is because you have embodied that divinity that you are changing so quickly, because that's what embodiment is. Again, in the previous video, for that group, it really, um the analogy of Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus, being the same person, and they are the same person. Like, there is no difference. Miley just embodied Hannah Montana, which was her highest self. And anyway, those who get it. And I feel like if you're watching this, you get it. So I don't really have to say too much more. Um, Also, because of the work that you have been doing on yourself and you opening yourself up to so much more of your personal power and your personal gifts, you are literally calling in even more gifts. Um, Say you only have had one of the clairs in your past, your connection to more clairs is on its way. Or say you are a seer, like your ability to medium is getting stronger. Your abilities, your psychic gifts, your spiritual gifts are expanding. and even more are flowing to you. Some of you all have been having dreams or premonitions of future visions, and you're questioning yourself like, is this real? Am I tripping? No, like this is real. Write them down. If you doubt whatever it is that you may be experiencing or the downloads that you're receiving, write them down so that you don't forget, for one, but when it does happen, you can go back and look and say, "Oh my goodness, like I saw things that I imagined," like Solange said. But they fear him just the same. Hello? Yes, come on, cuz I. You know, um precognition. So, let's get some more messages. I won't be on long today cuz I have a session at 12:30. So, but I really wanted to come and share this. I received a download at like 5 a.m. this rising, but I didn't write it down, and I wish that I would have. I really wish that I would have. But it's okay. If it's meant to come back, it will. And it may have just been for me. I don't even remember though. At any rate. Okay. This is a lot of cards. Um I'll say I feel like there's balance. There's a lot of balance here between you and others. Again, I feel like you are the who I'm talking to. You literally you see the connection in all people. You see your reflection in everyone that you meet. You see your reflection in all that goes on. This is not the type of person that meets someone or goes through a situation and they're like, oh, why me? Or why did that happen? Who I'm talking to, you literally are able to see what's going on within another or spot the similarities in another as yourself, or something as simple as the wind is blowing extra hard and you realize that that is indicative of your movement forward in life, or spirit um advising you to flow, something like that. Like you are realizing your reflection in all things. You know, you are very much aware of nature. You are very much aware of all that is. I'm trying to think of the words and how to express this, but I really if you get it, you get it. That's really all that I can say. If you get it, you get it. If you have had an experience with specific plant medicine like bufo or ayahuasca, or if you are just able to really connect with yourself and source on a higher level, if you are really like in the flow, if you are really, really, really connected, then you already get what I'm putting down. And that is who this message is for. I'm hearing do not fear. I'm hearing do not fear. I'm hearing um everything that you see, feel, are working on. Like all the outside distractions, all of the people telling you, you come from parents, grandparents, and great grandparents that taught you go to school, go to college, get a city job, state job, work for the government, just get a good job, work 9 to 5 for 40 years, retire, get a pension, and live the rest of your life fishing or something. I don't fucking know. But you know that there is so much more to this life than that, than trading your time trading your energy, trading your time for pennies, right? You know that there's so much more to life than trading your energy with those that are okay with mediocrity, right? You know that there's so much more than exchanging your love, your compassion, your grace, your personal power, your ability to create, your ability to build with another. You're so much more than trading that with someone that is okay with uh, never growing, never expanding. They're okay with exactly where they are right now. They're limited. Their perspective is so limited, and they are open to see anymore. They are open to receive anymore. They're content. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to be content. There's nothing wrong with being content, but you're worth so much more. You don't have to accept breadcrumbs. You don't have to accept pennies. You don't have to accept what anyone is just trying to give you. Oh my goodness, that just makes me think I'm gonna tell his business a little bit. 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 There's this guy. Um, there's this guy that I used to date, and um, mm, he will always say, "Mediocrity is the death of invention." Oh my goodness, yes. He will always say that he wanted children with me, whatever, whatever. Um, but he will also say that I was too good for him. He will also say um that he did not think that he could provide me with what I deserved because I'm such an expansive person. Like I cannot stay down here. I always have to elevate. And granted, like, I'm happy. I'm happy with what I have currently. If my life were to stay just like this, I would be able to find the love, the value in all of it. I'd be able to be content, right? But I know that there is more for me. So anyway, not trying to go off on a tangent. Um, so yeah, so we didn't last, of course. Um, we weren't supposed to. But now he has currently had a child with someone, and he brags about not being with the young lady that he had a child with, um, and that she's okay with it. And um it's not necessarily the dynamic, right? It is the acceptance of mediocrity. If I can't say if I were this young lady, this is exactly what she is supposed to be experiencing, and him as well. But it's mediocre. It's a mediocre experience. It's a mediocre situation. It's um it's very much giving settling, and you do not have to settle. If I would have settled, if I would have said, You know what? But you're everything for me. Yes, I deserve so much more, but you're everything. And you're all that I need. I don't need any more than just this, right? That would have been settling. You do not have to settle. It is okay to be content, but you do not have to settle. Okay? You don't have to settle. That is not what source, that is not what your highest self, that is not what your divinity requires or desires of you. They do not require you or desire you to settle, to be okay with what you know deep down in your heart is not enough. Okay. Um, it's 12:11. When it comes to your emotions, when it comes to your emotions, some of you all do have emotions and feelings that need to be redistributed. Meaning, um, okay, this is your challenge. You have these thoughts, you have these ideas, right? You are sharing them with the wrong people. Okay. You need to get out in front of people that think and feel and perceive just like you. And maybe they have different perspectives as well. However, your frequency is definitely is here. It's not like here and here, you know. Some of you all also, so you have all of this amazing things, all of these amazing things going for yourself in a beautiful way of looking at life in the world and existence. However, you still have some emotional trauma that needs to be worked out. You still have some emotional imbalances that need to be worked out. And you have an idea of how to correct this. Some of you all have been thinking about going to therapy. Somatic therapy is also um, blaring out for me here. Art therapy, some form of art therapy, getting back to painting, getting back to some kind of creative outlet, um, as well as plant medicine. Um, but you know what you need to work on. Some of you all have family members that are still in the mix that do not mean you well. Some of you all are still in environments that are emotionally tumultuous for you. Some of you all again, you're telling the wrong people these things. You're still trying to learn discernment when it comes to what you share with others, because some people you know are not safe, but because they're in close proximity to you, you still feel the need and desire to share very sacred things with them because you feel as if you don't have anyone else. Get a journal. Okay, get a journal. Again, get into some form of therapy. Find a group of people, even if it's on a Facebook group, a Discord of some sort, that can perceive and see things like you, or that are similar in what you are experiencing in your evolution. Because these people over here that are in close proximity to you, but they can't really get you. They just can't. They aren't there. They aren't there. They haven't done the work. And that's we aren't going to look down on them either, because no one is better than anybody. It's just not that's not um so we all have our paths. They're not on that right now. They may not be on that in this lifetime, and that's okay. That's okay. They're exactly where they are supposed to be, and you cannot force them to do or be any different. It's great not to even expect that or require that of others, because they are on their own walk. They are on their own journey just like you are. So, but still, have discernment. If they can't pick up what you putting down, if they can't have compassion for you, if they can't empathize with you, if they can't root you on, if they can't support you, if if they don't have it, they don't have it. So go to someone that has it. Like, cuz I said, find those that are equally yoked. So thank you, Ahmed. So that's what I have. That's what I have. Regulating your nervous system is going to be very pivotal for this group. At the bottom of the deck is sacred breath and sound. So, really being intentional with your life force, not pouring into that which is draining. You can't do that anymore. Who this is for, you don't have the capacity to do that anymore. You cannot do that anymore. You like they say, to whom much is given much is required. Too much more is required of you now. So you can't go back into old environments doing things the same way that you would have. Okay, enjoy the experience of your humanity, but know what your spirit requires now. Know the level in which you are at. You can't go back to those old friendships, more than likely, unless you do things a little different. You got to set stronger boundaries. You can't go back to that Dusty. You can't go back to Bonquisha. Like, you just can't. You can't. You can't. That's gonna bring you. That's gonna take you out of alignment. Okay. So regulated nervous system, breathe, learn some breath work. I have a weekly breath work session every week. The link is on my Eventbrite. Sound baths, humming, toning. I believe I shared that. I believe I shared that on the first one. I think so. If I didn't, y'all let me know. Comment below if you would like me to share the toning and humming um exercise that I do to regulate my nervous system. So that's what I have for you. Y'all have a beautiful day, a beautiful week. Until we meet again, thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. I love y'all. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you are new to the channel. And don't forget to let your light shine no matter who it blinds. I will. I'm going to share the link, and I have it on my TikTok, so I'll probably just upload it to YouTube. That's how we'll do it. All right. See y'all later. Bye, cuz I.